Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my eyebrow routine. I basically show you how I keep them in shape and how I shape them in and all that jazz. And I don't know, I know there's a bunch of these probably on these tutorials on YouTube, but I feel like everybody does their eyebrows differently and everybody has their own like little routine that works for them. This is just the way I do my eyebrows. It's probably not the correct way or the professional way. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying, but this is the way I just do my eyebrows. It's always worked for me. I mean, well, I recently figured out how to do it because, let's be honest, before I used to shade them in, but I just shade and that's it. So there'd be like some sparse areas and then there'd be like some harsh areas. If you guys look at my Instagram or my previous videos, you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they were pretty bad. I mean, I didn't know how to do my eyebrows, but I finally figured out something that works for me, and I just went ahead and filmed it for you guys. And yeah, I also want to give this is like totally sidetracked, but I mean, that's the type of person I am. I'm everywhere. But anyways, I also wanted to give a shout out to my niece, Georgina, because she watches my videos all the time and she supports me, which is actually honestly really, really cute. I think that's adorable, and I'm really happy that her and her friends watch me on YouTube. It's just a weird feeling that they actually come up to me and told me that they watch my videos, which is really cool. But yeah, I just wanted to give her a shout out just because she's my niece and I love her. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this video before I gibberish into like 5 minutes. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get to this video. Hey guys, welcome back. So let's get into this video. So I already have my foundation, my blush, my bronzer, everything already, like my foundation and all that already done, just because the main focus is going to be on the eyebrows today. And the first thing I do is I brush out my eyebrows, and I use just a regular spoolie that looks like this. It's a dual one from E.L.F. It also like has the little brush at the end, and then it's just one whole thing. But I don't use the brush just because it's too flimsy, like it's not dense enough, so I don't use it, and it's too thin, so I don't really like the brush, so I just use the spoolie side. And let's go ahead and get a little bit closer. Hold on. There you go. Now we are up close and personal. This is the closest I've probably been. No, I've probably been closer than this when I used to do tutorials, like eyeshadow tutorials. But anyways, so the first thing I do is I'm going to brush out my eyebrows, just so there's no like accidentally I don't pluck a hair that I wasn't supposed to. So I'm just gonna shape them really quick, just like so. And then I'm just, if I already have like hairs already like plucked out, what am I saying? So if I have extra hairs on like my eyebrow, I will pluck them out. I tend to maintain them as much as I can, just because I don't want to lose the shape of it. And if they get a little too crazy, like sometimes I will get a little bit lazy, and sometimes like they will get eventually like out of control, then I ask my sister to do them for me, and she'll do the shape and everything, because I, for the life of me, cannot do my eyebrows. Like I can't shape them the way I want it. If I'm plucking it, if anything, I'll probably end up with no eyebrows. So basically I just look for the extra hairs that are like right here. I don't go beyond that. I just go the ones that aren't supposed to be there. And then sometimes I will do the middle. And once I'm done with that, I will comb them out again. And then if I don't see any more hairs, then I'll just start doing my eyebrows. So the product that I use the Anastasia Brow Duo, and it's just a little powder. I use a flat, I'm too close, oh there it goes. I use a flat angled brush, But this one, I like this one because this one is dense, so it's easier to work with. Because if you have a flimsy one, you know, you can easily bend it, it's just going to go somewhere else and it's just going to mess up everything. So I like better dense brushes. And this one is from Japonesque. I think I pronounced that right. Let me see, you can see that. And first I go in with, I'm trying to look in the viewfinder to see if I'm focused. But first I grab this color right here, this brown one. And this is gonna go into the inner part. I don't like my eyebrows to be too dark in the inner part, so. And then I just look at the natural line of my eyebrow. And I lightly follow it, like so. And then I grab the darker color, tap off the excess, and then I just keep following it. So I use the darker powder for the outer eyebrow, and then I use a lighter powder for the inner. I don't want the inner of my eyebrow to be too dark and too harsh, so that's why I use the lighter shade. And since I like my eyebrows to be more defined, use the darker onto the outer part. And all I do basically is I just follow my natural eyebrow. I don't go over, I don't make them thicker, I don't, because then I want them to look as much natural as they can. And then I go back in with the brown, the light brown, and then I go upwards, just so it can look like they're actual little hairs. If you guys hear that noise in the background, I probably said it in my last video, but it's my air. It's kind of hot. It's not as hot today as it was last week. Last week was unbearable, it was horrible. But this week is not going to be too bad. I think it's going to be like in the 90s. So thank God, because I am done with this heat already. Okay. And then I'm done with one eyebrow for now, so then I start the other one. And I do the same thing. I look into my natural line for my eyebrow. And I have messed up before on my eyebrows where I plucked too much, and thank God for like powder or something, because it can easily fix it. But I also messed up on the powder and made it look thicker than it was. It's just practice makes perfect. Because my eyebrows, before I started doing makeup, were not the best. When I first started doing my eyebrows, they just looked a mess. They just look like a hot mess. I'm pretty sure you can probably look at my Instagram, which I'll link down below. You guys can see how harsh my eyebrows used to be, and how sparse they used to be as well. Like, it's weird, they used to be harsh and sparse at the same time. Like, you can see certain dark spots, but then like you can see some parts that didn't have any makeup on them, which was weird. But I eventually learned a little like way to do my eyebrows that works for me. But beforehand, before that, I never did my eyebrows. I never did my foundation. In high school, all I did was eyeliner and mascara. And then eventually, when I got into college, that's when I started getting into YouTube and all of that, and into makeup. And then I'll get my spoolie, and then I would just brush them out so they're not as harsh. I can look as natural as I can. And then I like to brush up because I like them to follow the natural line of the eyebrow, like the natural form. And I am done with my eyebrows. But yeah, this is how I do my eyebrows, and I'm going ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll get back with you guys. Alright, I am back, and I just finished the rest of my makeup, and yeah, that is basically how I do my eyebrows. And if you guys enjoyed the video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you guys want to go ahead and see more of my videos, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Or there's like this new thing on YouTube where I'm also gonna have it like somewhere right here. It just that you can just easily click, or you can just scroll down and just click the subscribe button. But either or, I hope you guys subscribe and become part of the fam bam. So yeah, I'll go ahead and see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.